TNT goes behind the drama of Saved, the new hit series starring Tom Everett Scott.
It's fast-paced. The show is written with a sense of velocity.
It really gets into more about paramedics and what it takes to do what they do.
And it really is street medicine. Many people say you take a doctor and you put them in an ambulance and they'd be lost.
There's 5 cast members, and we all seem to have our own 5 individual storylines going on.
You really get to spend time with the characters.
It's the kind of thing that grabs you, and just narrative-wise and plot-wise, it's riveting.
He's got a gun! Call 911!
I am 911.
I was writing a series, a pilot, about a family of physicians. And originally, I had the notion that one member of the family might be a paramedic, who was sort of the black sheep of the family.
Hi, Dad.
I had done a lot of research on paramedics, and I found them fascinating.
It's not the fall that kills you, it's the ground.
And what makes this lifestyle interesting is the risk that they take. And if they mess up their job, someone's life could be at stake.
If you shock her again, you could kill her, boy.
But if we don't?
Well, it's fascinating to me the dichotomy. You know, people who are really, really great at their jobs, who sort of thrive in their work environment, and then in their personal lives are just sort of floundering and, you know, living in chaos. And I think I very much relate to that, you know, because you can sort of put everything into your work and invest in that and feel really safe. And then, you know, at the end of the day, though, you've got to kind of deal with reality and personal issues and family and relationships.
The schedule is brutal,
We both have days off.
but you spend gambling.
Hey, what I do is not gambling, it's risk assessment.
Can't believe that's all you want.
I was interested in focusing on a family where achievement was exalted. And I was curious about what would happen if you had a character in the center of that family who sort of rejected the culture of advancement.
Let's face it, Wyatt, you became a medic so you could tell your dad to shepherd.
Aw, thank you, Dr. Phil. I suppose you became one to do good works.
He's somebody who's chosen not to go that route. He's somebody who is not interested so much in the future as he is in the moment. It's probably part of what makes him a good paramedic.
Of course, Martin's kid, the prodigal son. I was a student of your father's. He's a giant. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that.
Oh, we had to raise all the doorways in our house.
Wyatt has a full life. He has a gambling problem and gambling debts. He has pressure from his father. He has a woman that he's in love with that he can't seem to express to her that he loves her. And then he has this job that may be taking up 60, 70, 80 hours a week of his time, where he's just nonstop go, 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 and can't deal with that. It's high stress, right?
Am I dying?
Not today.
Tom brings, just because of who he is, enormous sort of appeal. He's very sympathetic, he's very charming, he's very sensitive, he has all of those kinds of qualities. Whereas he almost has a certain kind of slacker hero quality. And that was really interesting and different. And again, sort of unlike any other character I had seen.
Oh, there's Mom. There's Mom.
He's beautiful.
He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Tom Everett came in, sat down with me, didn't have to do that. Actually, at my audition, he was there reading with me. Chemistry really started building before I even got the role.
Post 120 and regular GCS 465.
Amari was a professional football player. He brought this incredible kind of solidity and charm, and by good fortune, it turned out that he and Tom became very good friends and very close friends.
Better be a quiet day.
Oh, damn. Now you did it, man. But don't play dumb. You know what you did. You said it. The unmentionable. Q word.
It was a very Danny Glover, Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon type of chemistry, which is magic. It's just something, I guess, that you can't really teach, sort of like height, you know, on a basketball court. That chemistry was just already prevalent.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend. You know, there's 5 of us in the cast, and 4 of us are playing paramedics, and Alice, Liz, is playing a doctor. There's this common ground that we all can talk about. It's not, you know what I mean? It's unlike other shows where everybody's playing, like, you know, these different roles. We're all kind of on the same page about the material and about the research.
Learning this stuff is really, really hard, and we have a couple paramedics who are on set constantly, and we train with them, and we've been out with rides with real paramedics.
Do I have to give it to her? Do I have to give it to her? Can I give it to that person?
Basically, I take care of anything that's paramedic related. So it's just to make sure everything is up to standard medically, the protocols are correct. You know, these guys come in and they're actors, they're not paramedics. So, you know, suddenly they're learning a new skill on top of having to concentrate on their lines and, you know, what they're supposed to do for that scene.
Everything is so damn real. We're doing a scene and then we know where, you know, the medication is, and we know where the epi is, and so it's like cool to kind of know, like, we're just starting to know things on our own. Like, we don't always need Rick to tell us.
Sorry, ma'am, I didn't think you would do that.
Listen, John Boy, you work with me, you don't theorize, analyze, or apologize. Start a line.
Whoa, careful, buckaroo.
One of the things I wanted to do was to make it like an ambulance ride. You know, that it sometimes felt like it was a sort of slightly out of control, a bit of an amusement park ride, but that you finally got to the ER safe.
It's just this sort of competition to prove to the world that we do what doctors do. Wyatt has a great line where he says, we just do it 60 miles per hour. So I think the life and death thing is really, really something that's going to have audiences at the edge of their seat, hopefully.
They're going to get some action. They're going to get quite a bit of, like, lighter moments, and there's some really darkly funny stuff going on. But mostly it's a character drama. It's these fascinating people we're going to get inside the lives of.
Saved, Monday nights at 10, all summer long, only on TNT. We know drama.